And I now call Amanda Durley from Dartford and Gravesham to speak for the motion as a whole.
Thank you. First, let me say thank you to conference for giving me the chance to make my first conference speech. I'm speaking in favour of the motion and would like to thank Federal Policy Committee for giving us this motion on housing when it is most needed in the current economic climate. Housing is an issue that's most close to my heart. At the age of 27, with a husband and a 20-month-old son, I cannot see a time in the foreseeable future where I will be able to afford to buy my own home. As such, we've spent several years renting in the private sector, in Hampshire and in Kent. I'm glad that option B covers the instability of private renting and the lack of the minimum standards currently imposed on private landlords. Within 3 years, my family have faced landlords that have come in to check their property on a regular basis, one landlord who had put the rent up so far beyond our affordability that we could not afford to stay in our home any longer, and one landlord who had decided to sell his house, therefore giving us 3 months to find alternative accommodation. I know that this is happening to private tenants all around the country, as I've spoken to many of my friends that have also been going through the same issues. The next feasible option after private rental is local authority housing, but this often requires a long wait on a list with no guarantee of a property at the end of it. Too many things in our local council have got a demand that our local borough cannot even fill, and those that are currently in local authority housing are not even necessarily in housing that suits them. I know couples that have got 2 children of different genders over the age of 10 that are sharing a bedroom, or even in our circumstance where my 20-month-old son is on a 5th-floor building with no bars on the windows. We're deemed quite lucky in Gravesend that we've got the Ebbsfleet development quite near us. They've been currently building lots of properties around. A good thing for the area, you think? When the first one was built 2 years ago, we thought the same. All of the papers were covering the new houses that people could buy with affordable rents and the help of low deposits. This is brilliant. Fast forward 6 months later, and exactly the same properties are in the same papers again, only this time as rental properties with unaffordable rents that no one could possibly afford. Too many people are buying properties as second homes, and I'm glad that this is brought up in the motion. It seems that we have a very small percentage of the country that are currently owning a large percentage of the properties, and this does not help people that are trying to get their first one. As such, I urge you to support this motion so that not just my generation, but also my son's generation can have housing in the future. As much as I love him, I don't still want him living with me at the age of 50. This motion means that hopefully private landlords will need to meet minimum standards, that affordable homes will be there available for people that need the homes and not just people that are going to make a profit for them. Thank you for your time, conference.